If you're currently working 10, 12, or even 14 hours a day, thinking that it is going to get you that business breakthrough or that promotion, you need to stop right now. Because if you don't, you're going to stay middle class forever. And today, I'm sharing 3 high performance shifts that are going to help you break the glass ceiling. Growing up in India, we were told hard work is equal to success. You might think that if you don't work hard, people might question your authority, people might not respect you enough. But here's the harsh reality. Hard work is the very thing that is keeping you middle class. You see your uncles, you see your relatives, you see your dad working so hard, and you think the only way to justify your salary is to suffer. Hard work is literally a scam in India. I mean, Mohak has made an amazing video on it. The guy who gets promoted or the business owner who is scaling is not actually working harder than you. In fact, most probably the case is that he's working less. I've spent more than a decade establishing startups, dominating sales, coaching sales teams of various companies, and even getting my life coaching certification. And today, I am going to tell you how hard work is destroying your career and the 3 high performance shifts that you need to include in your life to become really successful in all aspects of your life. The first shift that we need to talk about is input versus output trap. Growing up in India, during our childhood stages, during schools, and even during the early stages of our jobs, we were taught effort is equal to success. If you want 100% marks, you study a lot. If you want a promotion, you stay in the office late and show everyone how hard you're working. You measure your worth by your input. But in the high performance world, nobody cares about your input. Everybody cares about your output. Let me give you an example from my past. I was working with 2 sales professionals. One was Anjan, the other was Mohommad. Mohommad was the hard worker. He logged in before time, took 6 to 7 1-hour long sales calls per day, and by the end of the day, he was exhausted and stressed. Sometimes he even skipped lunch because of the calls. His input was massive. And there was Anjan. He would log in right before the morning huddle, and instead of 6 to 7 calls, he would only 3 calls per day. He would spend time on going through my training videos, researching the clients, and learning objection handling, etc. And on calls, he would not just read the sales script that I provided, he would perform it. He would apply a proper consultative approach, trying to understand a prospect's pain point. And every day, he would close at least one high-ticket client out of the 3 calls he would take. Mohommad, on the other hand, would take anywhere from 12 to 15 calls to just close one client. Anjan was profitable, Mohommad just looked busy. We had to fire Mohommad. Here is the harsh reality. If you're a corporate leader or an entrepreneur who is constantly busy, it usually means that you're lazy. Yes, lazy in your thinking. You're using the busy work to avoid the actual hard work of being strategic. You are prioritizing your input, which is the number of hours you put in, compared to the output, which is actually the impact that you're creating. So ask yourself, are you Mohommad drenching in the sweat of hard work? Or are you Anjan who is actually swimming in the results? Okay, I get it. I need to work smarter and not overwork. But how? Well, you won't be able to. Even if you want to stop overworking, you literally can't. And it's because of a chemical addiction inside your body. This is the most dangerous trap for professionals living in metro cities. It is what I called cortisol addiction. Now, have you ever had a relaxed evening when you have some free time? You're sitting on the sofa, you're chilling, maybe watching some Netflix, but you feel anxious. You keep checking your phone. You feel guilty if you're not being productive all the time. You might think that it's a dedication, but biologically, it's an addiction. When you live in a state of high pressure, like struggling in traffic, chasing targets, meeting deadlines, living up to your family's responsibilities, your body pumps out hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. Now, these are essential for your survival. These are your stress hormones. But over time, your body gets used to these high levels. So when you finally slow down and you want to relax, your body goes into withdrawal. It screams, "Where is stress? Something is wrong. We are not safe." I see this with entrepreneurs all the time. They say they want freedom, but the moment they have a quiet day, they invent some or other crisis just to feel that rush of adrenaline. Now they are just chemically addicted to their own struggle. There's a mindset shift. Real discipline isn't about how hard you can push. Real discipline is the ability to switch off so that you can reset and perform better. If you can't sit in a quiet room for 30 minutes without reaching for your phone, you are not a high performer. You are just a dysregulated person running on stress hormones. And you can't build a limitless life whose foundation is laid on stress. Before we hop on to the next mindset shift, there's a lot I wanted to unpack about stress. but I can't cram it all up into one YouTube video. So I have written this short to the point ebook that will be your practical step-by-step guide to conquer stress at work, and it shows you a path towards a happier and healthier life. You can get it for free. I have attached the link in the description below. Now, once you break this addiction and realize that being busy is not actually being worthy, then you free up a lot of mental energy. Now, the question is, where do you direct that energy? Most people just waste it. High performers, they use it for one specific thing: leverage. Most working professionals are playing a linear game. This means to increase my income, I need to work more hours or come up with some crazy ideas. So, for example, if I am working 8 hours a day and making X, if I want to make 2X, then I need to increase the number of hours. I need to work 16 hours a day or bring up some crazy ideas. Now, this is where you're playing a losing game, because eventually you are going to lose on ideas or the number of hours. It does not matter whether you are in a job or running a business. The only way to break through is leverage. Leverage basically means disconnecting your ideas or your time from your money. Now, for somebody like me, who is a coach or a consultant, we'll come to corporate folks as well. But for somebody like me, linear effort is basically trying to find one client at a time and teaching them same thing over and over again. Now, in this method, I'll be limited by the number of hours I have and I'll hit the glass ceiling. Leverage is basically turning it into a framework or training a team or creating some kind of content that will do the work for me. In corporate world, leverage is communication. The manager who just keeps his head down and works hard gets ignored, but the leader who learns to communicate and influence gets the promotion. Why? Because words move people and people move the needle. So stop asking, how can I work harder? Instead, ask what kind of skill or a relationship I can build that will help me level up here. Success isn't about burning out by 40. It's about designing a life where you're performing at an elite level because you're properly rested and you're focused. Now, fighting this cortisol addiction and actually shifting your mindset from the hustle to high performance is exactly what I do at Limitless Living. If you're tired of the grind and you want a roadmap to reclaim your success, you can schedule a free consultation call with me using the link in the description below. And remember, you don't get points for suffering, you get points for winning.